everybody. Today we read from Zech.7 and Proverbs 27. So, what are you open to right now?
Neither.
Okay, so I think you're open to Proverbs.
Proverbs 27.
Yeah, can you?
What do you want?
First.
Well, it's so funny that the Lord told me to start neighborhood community group within our block. And, I was riding my bike this evening, going down each one of the blocks in our immediate vicinity, just, praying for families or what have you, security, safety, peace. And do you know that he brought me to this verse that I really never really paid attention to, but it says in verse 10 of chapter 27 in Proverbs, it says, better is a neighbor that is near than even a relative who is far off. So if you're in trouble, you should be going to, right? Someone across the street, someone next door, a neighbor. And in another version, it says, a neighbor living nearby is better than a relative far away. Why? Maybe, I'm not sure why the writers, maybe Solomon wrote this. Perhaps maybe he was saying you don't want to inconvenience, a cousin who's across town or what have you. But the point is you should be looking out for the people who are around you and spending time, fellowship. You never know, people who are alone, they can't get out for Thanksgiving during this pandemic, what have you. What spoke to you, Timotheus?
Verse 17.
Verse 17 says, iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. Friendship. Neighbors.
Yeah, so I like that because it kind of relates to, it's kind of similar to yours. Mm-hmm. And you may not understand, but like family members, they are family, but even somebody just like a neighbor can have more wisdom than that family member. And just because it's your family does not mean like they're blameless or whatever. So don't force yourself to only stick with family, because we're all family in some way, some shape or form.
Oh gosh. Okay, and Zechariah 7th chapter. Well, and we're starting a new health book series in 2 weeks. So if you want a book, August 11th we start, and we check up with each other. We do a book review every Tuesday. And this verse spoke to me, verse 6. And when ye did eat, and when ye did drink, ye ate for yourselves and drank for yourselves. We don't want that to be our testimony. We want, in Colossians 3:23, whatsoever ye do, eating, drinking, do all unto the glory of God, and do so heartily unto the Lord, and not unto ourselves. So this is being mindful of what we take in our body. What spoke to you?
I like that, what you just said, and it reminds me of the Garden of Eden, because they probably wasn't killing animals for food in the Garden of Eden. They're probably eating the plants that the Lord provided them with, and why not make Eden a little closer to reality?
Amen. And what I have to say end with is a verse from the previous chapter, verse 15, chapter 6. And this shall come to pass if we, as long as we're listening to the Lord, He'll guide us, whether He wants us to be carnivorous or herbivorous or what have you. The Lord will guide, and He'll provide. It says, and this shall come to pass if ye will diligently obey the voice of the Lord your God. So let's please the Lord in everything we do, being a neighbor, being a friend, and whatever we put in our body. Have a wonderful evening.
Good night.